Out here with more time for dogs and Hector. Hector was on the last high risk list. He was one of the 5 that did not get adopted or fostered yet, so he is imminently high this week. Not sure that there's a much higher level for him. I only counted about 4 or 5 open runs earlier. That's not an official count. We just don't really know. So just so happens that somebody came that used to be a volunteer last year that adopted a dog that looks very similar to Dolly Mama, the dog that I adopted here last year. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a dog test to see if these dogs get along well, and if they do, then what we're going to try to do is do a foster to adopt or an adoption ambassador. The adoption ambassador program is very similar to you bring a dog in, you foster them until they actually find their forever home. It's exactly what I did with Knox, and it's really good for those dogs that you really connect with, that you want them to find a new home, and you can't run the risk of seeing them possibly be put down because they couldn't find a home quick enough. So this little guy is Hector. We have not done a doggy day out with Hector yet. The shelter is going through dogs so quickly that we just don't have time to do all of them. But we will try to get him a little bit of exposure out here. So one of the good things about the meet and greet is if this goes well, you have an experienced excuse me, you have an experienced volunteer that knows what they're doing, that's already adopted from here before, and really just wanted to kind of help the effort. The other benefit of it is there's a rescue that reached out that wanted us to do a dog test with Hector with a much larger dog. The person has a 90-pound, I believe a 90-pound pit bull, and although the dog that we're going to do the dog test with isn't 90 pounds, probably, I don't know, 65, 70, still shows what the interaction could be like with a much bigger male dog. So we will see what happens during that meet and greet, and even if it doesn't work out, then at least we have the videos to send to rescue to try to help Hector hopefully find his forever home. Hector, Milo, Carla, I think maybe Spindle were on the original list last week, or were on the list of 10, and up to this point we've done really good at getting them placed, but there's just too many of them coming in. So we hope that we'll be able to get Hector out of here today, at least with the foster, just to buy him a little bit more time until we can find him the right spot. And ironically, so for those of you guys that don't know, I own a company that goes and cleans out homes. We found a bunch of stuff that we're going to be able to use for the shelter for their own personal use. And I found a nice grill today, so we may bring a grill up and do a cookout for some of the dogs that are up here. So, is that Lily?
Yeah.
Be careful, she's a little nippy. She's not going to bite, so just...
She tried to nip her.
She's done that several of us up here, so I just want to kind of warn you guys. So, yeah, she'll burn some of that off in the next few minutes. So we had some volunteers just came in to walk some of the other high-risk dogs, and that was Lily down there. Lily is a sweetheart. She's beautiful. The problem is she gets a little overly excited, doesn't have many manner training, and she has nipped several of us, including me, several times. So I wanted to make sure, just because it's a cute dog doesn't necessarily mean that it's not going to go well. So here for the meet and greet. I will sign back on later.
Who's that? You see the dog next to you? You see the dog next to you?
Come on, buddy.
Parrot. Come here, Parrot. Oh, look. Oh, look.
I bet you that dog came in with Knox and Amron. It looks just like Amron in the face.